So YouTube just made a Twitter post about their new update, and you guys don't actually realize how good this update actually is. And if you're running a faceless YouTube channel, it's literally going to 3x your monthly revenue. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking everything down, what this update is, how it actually works, and a bunch of things that we need to pay attention to and how you can benefit the most actually from this YouTube update. And for those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Barrera, and I've been running faceless YouTube channels for years now. I've even scaled multiple channels to high six figures, just like this one right here, which a singular video got 3.9 million views, made me 20,000. We also have other videos just like these that have also gone super viral and made me a lot of money. So now let's get into how this update actually works and what it means. So as you can see on Twitter today, YouTube posted starting 8/24, which as of recording this, it's 8/17. This is the day that they posted this. You can see this is already a viral update, and this is already a very good sign. Now, right here, what they're saying is there's no minimum watch time required, meaning before people had to watch anywhere from like 3 to 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds in a video, and that would then count as an actual view. This is both for shorts content and for long form. So this is overall a positive thing. And again, keep watching and take notes because I'm going to show you exactly how you can make more money from this, how I'm going to be capitalizing, and overall what this means in the future of YouTube. So right here, it says they're standardizing views to reflect creators' true exposure across YouTube, making it easier to show their value to brand partners. And now you can see something very important that not a lot of people are going to touch on, but you can see right here, it says this update won't impact creator earnings or YouTube partner program eligibility. Now, if we head over here, this is the same tweet. This update isn't going to directly affect the amount of money that you make. However, it's going to give you more accurate data, which then leads to making more money. So most people looking at this, going through the comments, are probably like, oh, it doesn't mean more money. Okay, click off, close it. But actually, like me and some of the other people that are actually making money with faceless YouTube, you can see there's a lot of saves over here. So these are for the people that actually know what's going on. And right here, the real benefit and the real reason of this update is to give more accurate and better data. And when you get more accurate view data, you get better decisions. So for example, the old way it used to work is you would have to click on a video, like I said, for 3 to 5 seconds. That would then count as a view. So let's say a video got 100,000 views. There was really more than 100,000 views, just people clicked off before it even counted as a view. Hopefully that makes sense. So now that we're getting every single person that ever clicks on a video, whether it's for 1 second, whether it's for the whole video, they will now count as a view, again, both for short form content and for long form content. So we get more accurate view data, which leads to better decisions, which better decisions means better titles and thumbnails. Better titles and thumbnails leads to better hooks leads to better retention. And all these things combined, all these key components into making a very viral and good video for the audience equals more views and more revenue. And what does more views and more revenue equal? The money benefit is indirect. So that means, again, the YouTube themselves said this update won't impact creator earnings, right? You would think that, oh, because now we're getting more accurate data, that we're getting more views, more money. But again, it's all indirect, and they've literally explicitly said, they even add like a Google sheet here where you can see everything, the live update, but they're not affecting, this isn't actually going to affect anything. But they actually said it's not going to affect anything money-wise. So again, just to give you guys a clear example, if a video gets 100,000 views, 100,000 people started the video, right? Even if they clicked off the video. Let's say CTR is 7%, which isn't bad. 62% is still watching at 30 seconds, which would be the retention, which would be the hook retention of the video. And then we have 8 minutes, 34 seconds would be the average view duration. Now I have a much clearer picture of what actually needs improvement. To dumb it down how YouTube works and the way that I've been able to scale multiple channels to multi six figures and have all these plaques behind me is really not even focusing on the money part. It's how to make the best video, understanding the audience, getting into a right niche, and understanding what my audience wants to see. Because if you can have good ideas and you give the audience what they want, YouTube is very, very simple. It's basically supply and demand. You want to get into niches that have a supply and demand, and there's a gap. There's a whole lot of demand for it, and there's very little or old supply, and you come in and fill that gap for the supply, you make a bunch of money. Very, very simple how this YouTube business works. So if we have low CTR, we know that it's a title and a thumbnail problem. Could be one or the other. It could be both. If we have low first 30 seconds retention, it's a hook problem. If we have low retention or average view duration, right, that's going to be a script and an editing problem. Again, it could be one or the other. It could be both. It depends on your channel, your audience, your niches. There's a few factors that go into this. And most importantly, if you have low impressions or your channel's not getting pushed out, you have a distribution problem. But under that distribution problem, the real reason is your channel's trust score is bad, or maybe you did something wrong, or maybe, again, there's a few factors. Maybe you just uploaded the video, right? Your videos aren't going to go viral overnight, and YouTube doesn't have to push your video out right away. It could take a few weeks, even a month. And I actually want to show you guys a good example of this. I'm going to start with a refresh. First off, don't look at the revenue. This channel got demonetized. So it got 100,000 views and made $36. And you can see the RPM says it's 26 cents, but it's all because of the channel got demonetized. So obviously it didn't update the revenue. So you can see this video's been out for 180 days, and really in the last 2 to 3 weeks is where it's got all its views. For the first 100 days, it was sitting at under 7,000 views, and then it randomly just picked up and skyrocketed. And you can see this is also an hour-long video, and if we head to the retention, you can see 74% of viewers are still watching around the 30-second mark, which is very, very solid. And you can see the average percentage viewed. This is why I don't look at the average percentage viewed, which a lot of people overhype, but the reason why you don't want to look at it is because there's tons of factors. For example, my video is an hour long, so on a normal video, if it was like a 20-minute video, 16% wouldn't be that good. But the fact that 16% equates to 10 minutes because it's an hour-long video, it's not that bad. And then we also go to reach here, 1.3 million impressions, 9.4 CTR. The reason why this video ended up blowing up right now, especially, and you can see where the impressions and where the views are coming from, browse features and suggested, which is exactly what you want. But you can see the 9.4 CTR. And again, this video is an hour long, so people were holding a lot of retention, and it's still currently getting pushed out into the YouTube algorithm. So this is what I'm saying by every little part matters, because not only is it your idea, not only is it your niche, not only is it your trust score, right? YouTube doesn't have to push your video instantly. It might take 180 days just like it did on this channel. But the main benefit of this update is that we're going to be getting better data, and better data will lead indirectly into making more money, but it's not directly going to be more AdSense automatically, which is what a lot of people are going to be making videos on, and a lot of people are going to be essentially lying to you. Instead, it's giving clearer exposure, better performance diagnosis, better comparison, right? We now get to see total stats of everything between video starts versus people who stayed, right? Like I said, if you had a video back then or even now, this video right here that has 149,000 views, it really has a little bit more than that. But again, if they don't watch the first 3 to 5 seconds or clicked off almost instantly, it doesn't count as a view. So we don't get a fully accurate data, right? Because if they would have made it that far and maybe they would have clicked off, then maybe my average view duration really would have been lower, and then I could have looked back on it and actually made improvements on it. It's even for just like this viral video right here, got 2 million views, made $4,000. Again, it got demonetized, so we missed out on a lot of money. But the CTR for this video is 11.7%, which is crazy. And if you don't know what CTR is, it's basically the conversions from total amount of people that saw it, which would be impressions, to the amount of views that you get. And you can see again the retention graph right here, 67%, nothing crazy. And you can see this is a very shorter video. The average view duration was 3 minutes, but it's also a 10-minute video, so it's nothing crazy for that reason. But now for all this, we're going to be pretty much getting 100% more accurate data, and this overall update for YouTube is definitely in the more positive direction, especially just because YouTube last week announced on February 1st, 2027 that you're going to need double the requirements, you're going to need more watch hours, you're going to need double the shorts views, 20 million, which is why I don't do shorts and I only focus on long form content. But that's really the reason, because this update overall is good and it's definitely heading in the more positive direction. You just need to know how to benefit and capitalize off of it. And that's exactly what I'm showing you guys right here. I'm going to be able to analyze my stats better. I'm going to be able to look at CTR, retention, and be able to see fully 100% without having to guess what the problem in my video is. And as you can see, this video here, even though the CTR is good, I would then know 100%, don't change the thumbnail, don't change the title, and definitely don't change the idea. And if anything, double down on these things. I know that these weren't just flukes or that I didn't just get lucky. I know that I can then do another video just like this. I mean, this video got 14 million impressions, right? It went super viral. And another cool thing is not only I'm going to be using this to make way more money, but also my students, just like Asme, who in the past 28 days has made $3,600, with her highest day being $840. And this is a brand new channel. It's not even 2 months old yet. And you can see down here, she has multiple videos that have made over $1,000 each. And we have tons of other student wins over here, like OC right here. She had in a day, singular day, had a video go super crazy viral, 116,000 views. Again, the only thing we do is long form. This is also when Asme first hit $1,000 on her channel. She has 1.2 million long form views, which is crazy. This was in the first 28 days of starting it, by the way. And one of my fastest earning and learning students is Jordy over here, who monetized 4 channels all within the same month. This guy is an absolute killer, and you can see he even had his goal right here, which is kind of funny and very cool for you guys to see that it's possible. He had 10K a month, February 2023, and you can see now he's making well over $10,000 a month with just his few amount of faceless channels that he has. So not only am I going to be benefiting from this, but every single one of my students and people in my Discord community are going to also be winning as well. And these are all students of mine who had direct one-on-one access to me personally. We were able to do one-on-one calls, review, set up their niche, go over how they can actually scale their channel and how they can position themselves and be unique and stand out in their niche. So if you want that same kind of support and want one-on-one access to me, then you can apply to work one-on-one directly with me with the link in the description below of this video. So it's good to see that YouTube is moving more in a positive direction. Again, it seems like every time YouTube drops an update, it's always to hurt us as creators, or it's something something that they're messing up, right? Like this should have been done, in my opinion, 5 or 10 years ago. Like this was something that never needed to be waited upon this long. But either way, they're moving in the right direction now. We're still going to make a bunch of money. We're launching new channels every single day at this point. Students are winning, I'm winning, and hopefully you guys are also taking notes and getting value from this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. If you have any questions on this update or need anything clarified, drop a comment down below. Also, if you made it this far, comment the word loyal. I'll go through, like, and heart some of you guys' comments, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.